Greetings, Rigil Agateiades here, and today we take firepower to the next level. This mobile suit with 8 missiles as its back is the Palace Athene. This 550 cost support type mobile suit is one of the mobile suits designed by the man from Jupiter, supposed to support the O with firepower from range. Of course, the most suitable configuration would be 8 anti-warship missiles. As attractive as those 8 anti-warship missiles are, the main weapon you'd use is the double beam rifle, a reliable weapon unlike the missiles on your back. The second weapon is an attached grenade launcher, only weapon that staggers without charging, and then the shoulder beam cannons! Very short charge time of a second, fires for a short period with a small wiggle room and some pretty good damage if it hits for long enough. The range isn't particularly long and you have to stand still to charge and fire, so it's more a weapon to use when your double beam rifles aren't ready. Now, problems of this Palace Athene is quite easily recognizable as the support type with those 8 missiles on its back. That brings a lot of attention, particularly when they see you charge a shot. People will try to shoot you and any stagger makes your charge fizzle. For that reason, sometimes it is better to not charge the beam rifle at all. We got a tough nut here, probably a support type with maxed out defense. Our team hasn't focused down enough though, so all that defense won't save you. Predicting his movements completely went the other direction. That's how it is most of the time, and the reason not to get obsessed with these doomsday missiles. Back to the beam weaponry, shoulder cannons just a bit too slow. Even without the doomsday missiles, this suit is pretty decent as a support type. It has some decent stats, it turns and moves around pretty fast, especially in space thanks to its space compatibility. What we just shot here is the Gym Cannon 2, and the only reason it exists in 550 as a level 4 is because of its off-the-chart toughness. With over 50 defense in every stat if tuned properly, we are better off shooting anything else. The Zeong is a good target, but we couldn't hit him, instead we get shot by someone standing still behind him. Really wish that the guns on this thing don't take charging. Zeong appears again, 4000 with a fully charged double beam rifle, and then follow up with beam cannons, do a full 8000 in total, and he goes down. The playstyle on this suit is to loop these powerful beam weaponry to be the main damage on the team, but this is also a problem, because damage is really all you can do. In order to stagger anyone, you have to charge your shots, and that is not quite an option a lot of the time. One such time is when you're the focus of the enemy. There's no hope of charging a shot when you get staggered every 3 seconds. The only weapon that can stagger immediately are these. He's probably worried about the same thing though, so he's staying mobile and keeping a distance. Since we're going to die soon, we'll give these missiles a shot anyway, tackle to stay alive, turn around and fire! First respawn, enemies are uncomfortably close, but there's no choice since there's only one waypoint on this map. Missiles first, making good use of the spawn invincibility to take our shots safely and simply let it reload. Back to the beam rifles, disadvantageous here because we are taking shots on the left hand side, probably a good idea to not charge shots since it gets too risky. Move across to the right and we can start charging our shot without worrying. Good target at the back, boom, and that's one down. Shoulder cannon on the second target but missed the majority of it. These shoulder beam cannons are more suitable for shooting stationary targets. Oh yes, other than the beam rifle, grenade launcher, beam cannons and the missiles, there's also small missile launchers and an arm beam gun. But there really isn't a need to use them unless you used everything else. Someone just spawned in on foot probably so he doesn't have full spawn protection, fired the missiles too early and wasted a perfect opportunity. Just 1 second later and we would have got the best shot ever on camera. Side note, that was a terrible spawn by the enemy raid type, now we just wait for the enemy team to respawn while hammering their base for free. Okay, a full spawn at once. Fire the doomsday missiles since we don't have the 2 seconds to swap into them later. Hey, that's pretty close. Not close enough though. Focusing our fire on the Zeong because he's just free damage for us, then beam cannons on the guy standing still. No idea where the enemy raid type went, I'm sure I saw him on our left before. If he's not on us, then it's fine. Small missiles launchers taking a really long time to take down the Zeong, everything else isn't ready yet though, so that's all we've got. Shot from both front and the back. Turn around and we find someone not getting close enough to melee us. Grenade launcher staggers. He dodges the beam cannons with his EX boost or something, unlimited dodges for some 10 seconds I think, but his melee afterwards sealed his own fate because he revealed that he is out of gas. Annihilation. Can never get enough of these missile full hits. Enemy base also blown up, this game is more than decided. It's about time that we go down 2 though, teammates aren't in a good shape and the enemy got close enough. As all support types are, this thing is not good against melees. We'll try to do as much damage possible before we go down. Beam rifle overheats after 2 consecutive uncharged shots. 1 second charge time, beam cannon! 2000 damage, not bad. With that doomsday missile kill, I am more than satisfied. Final respawn with 1 minute left. Our mission here is to simply survive. Just like last time, a doomsday missile to start, find someone standing still at the back. There we go, once again a close call, just a reminder that's pretty much how the missiles are like most of the time. Get hit by those and it's a skill issue on the receiver's end. A couple more beam shots, a very impressive damage even while uncharged, as long as you hit all 5 shots, and that's the end of the game. Overwhelming damage from us, just as how it should have been. While these anti-warship missiles are extremely attractive, make sure you don't get too obsessed with it, as they most likely don't end up hitting. Don't miss the golden opportunities like downed enemies and get satisfied. That's it from me today, laters.